Hello, Lassers. Today we raise the Pride flag, a flag that symbolizes the 2S LGBTQ+ community, a community that even to this day deals with injustice, inequity, sometimes violence, and is often a forgotten group, especially around discussions of discrimination and marginalization. We raise the flag to remind us that we need to stand with the 2S LGBTQ+ community. We should always stand with those who do no harm but are treated unfairly, just because they seem different. By standing with this community, you are doing your part to protect everyone's rights, and you are giving yourself the opportunity to learn from others and celebrate differences. This has been an extraordinary year where we've experienced so much uncertainty. In all the chaos that the COVID-19 virus has caused, we have been creative in reaching out to one another and ensuring that our Louise Arbour Secondary School community remains a community. And our community is diverse. Sometimes in the busyness of the day, we forget how important we are to one another. In the story of the Little Prince, we are reminded that it is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. What is essential? You are, your family, our community. And a part of that community are those who are 2S LGBTQ+. When you see the Pride flag, you'll notice the rainbow colors, but remember that behind those colors is something far more important. People, real people, good people, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, sons, daughters, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and friends. People like me, who work, who love, who contribute to society. So stand with me. Stand with the 2S LGBTQ+ community. Today we also raise the flag of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. They are the traditional Indigenous peoples of this land. In the news, we recently learned of yet another mass grave of Indigenous children on the grounds of a residential school. I hold in my hands the little shoes that I wore when I was a child. I got to outgrow these shoes. My family got to see me outgrow these shoes. Those Indigenous children didn't get a chance to outgrow their shoes, and their families never got to see them thrive. We mourn those children. We feel shame and anger. We mourn the lack of clean water in Indigenous communities. We feel shame and anger. And we mourn the thousands of missing Indigenous women. We feel shame, we feel anger. Because of all of this, once both flags are raised, we will then lower them to half-mast in grief, in sorrow, in shame, but in solidarity with the Indigenous people. Paula Gunn Allen, who's an Indigenous poet and activist, writes that the root of oppression is loss of memory. And Peggy O'Neill from the Center of Arts for Peace says, "Together we imagine a circle of compassion where no one stands outside of it." So look up, see those flags, be united under what they symbolize, which is a call to remembrance, a call to justice, a call for reparation, a call for reconciliation, and a hope for a greater future where harm remains in the past, never to be repeated again. In our community, let no one ever be outside that circle of compassion, that circle of care, that circle of inclusivity, that circle of freedom, and the circle of unconditional love. Thank you.